Hello guys, привет всем, здравствуйте, добро пожаловать. Today we're going to be watching Psycho and I'm psyched to watch this one and there are a few reasons. So the first one is it's a Hitchcock movie and I'm 100% sure that this is going to be my first Hitchcock movie, even though I know who the guy is. I know that he has done tremendous work in a cinema industry. I'm not sure how to say that correctly, but this movie is my introduction to his work, which is exciting, as well as this movie is in black and white. And I'm not gonna say that this is my first black and white movie, I don't think it is, but I for sure haven't watched a lot of them. Okay, this is interesting. I don't know anyone from the cast. What is it called? The music, the vocal is already so, like, it gives you tense already, right? It's very like, what's going to happen? Oh my gosh. 2:43 p.m. Wow, this is a very precise.
Why don't you call your boss and tell him you're taking the rest of the afternoon off? I've heard of married couples who deliberately spend an occasional night in a cheap hotel.
Meeting you in secret, so we can be secretive.
I can come down next week.
No.
Not even just to see you?
She's very beautiful. Wow.
But if I could see you and touch her even as simply as this, I won't mind. I sweat to pay my ex-wife alimony and she's living on the other side of the world somewhere. When you do, you'll swing.
Okay, so
Sam, let's get married.
he's not really planning to marry her, no?
When I send my ex-wife her alimony, you can lick the stamps.
I'll lick the stamps.
You got a headache?
Oh, it'll pass. Headaches are like resolutions. You forget them as soon as they stop hurting.
True. True.
Oh, your sister called to say she's going to Tucson to do some buying and she'll be gone the whole weekend. And
Oh wow, the perfect timing. You know, she's back.
Tomorrow's the day, my sweet little girl. Oh, not you.
It was awkward.
$40,000 cash.
Okay, now he's just showing off.
It's my private money. Now it's yours.
Suppose we put it in the safe and then...
Go right on home, because me and your boss are going out and get ourselves a little drinking done, right?
No.
I guess I'll go put this money in the bank, then go home and sleep it off.
Okay, she did not put the money in the safe deposit box. All right. And all of this is happening over the weekend, right? So it's not like anyone is going to look for her up until Monday. I'm wondering, what is the cash equivalent of $40,000 back then?
Of course, I'm glad to see you. I always am. What is it, Marion?
Oh. He's like, well, not so sick now, are you? Well, it's not illegal, right? To just stop the car and sleep if you're feeling tired, right?
Hold it there.
I almost had an accident last night from sleepiness, so I decided to pull over. I didn't intend to sleep all night. I just pulled over. Have I broken any laws?
Now, just a moment. Turn your motor off, please.
Oh yeah, she needs to do it quick, you know? With... Okay, got me worried. She's going to sell her car?
I trade my car in and take another.
Do anything you've a mind to. Well, why don't you have a look around here and see if there's something that strikes your eyes? Meanwhile, I'll have my mechanic give yours the once over. If it's too nice a day to argue, I'll shoot your car in the garage here.
No, oh my gosh, it looks even more suspicious now. But I mean, how the cop knows to follow her, you know?
It looks fine. How much would it be with my car?
It's the first time the customer ever high-pressured the salesman. Figure roughly...
700.
You always got time to argue money, huh?
So what is happening? I'm in no mood for trouble.
Is there a ladies' room?
In the building.
Oh my gosh. Well, I can see that it looks suspicious to him.
Might as well be perfectly honest with you, ma'am. It's not that I don't trust you, but...
But what? Do you think I've stolen my car?
Oh, ma'am?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go inside.
Is he going to leave? I don't think so. What does he want from her, you know?
Just put it in here, please.
Well, I would say it's easy sell, right?
No, Mr. Lowry, but then she's always a bit late on Monday mornings.
You better run out to the house. She may be unable to answer the phone. Girl works for you for 10 years. You trust her.
He sat there while I dumped it out. Hardly even looked at it.
Look at her smile. Vacancy? Okay, so where is the spot? Okay. Because she was driving the whole weekend, right? It must be tiring.
Gee, I'm sorry I didn't hear you in all this rain.
There's no sense dwelling on our losses. We just keep on lighting the lights and following the formalities. Cabin 1. It's closer in case you want anything. Right next to the office. Stationery with Bates Motel printed on it in case you want to make your friends back home feel envious. Would you have dinner with me? I was just about to myself. You know, nothing special, just...
I'd like to.
All right, you get yourself settled and take off your wet shoes.
He's very sweet.
With my trusty umbrella.
And he's like a little bit shy, you know, like a little bit awkward. Like here's a bathroom, you know, like he wasn't even shy.
Oh, I won't have you bringing strange young girls in for supper. Or my son. Or do I have to tell her? Cause...
Okay, it's awkward for everyone. Even I'm feeling awkward, you know, whenever you are the part of conversations that you don't want to be a part of. It's bad. But I love how what she thought about the newspaper and the money, because no one is going to be looking there, right? Because it's right on the surface. Everyone is going to be trying to find it inside the luggage or in the shelves or somewhere hidden.
I wish you could apologize for other people.
Don't worry about it.
Too.
It's all for you. I'm not hungry. Go ahead. I don't really know anything about birds. My hobby is stuffing things. You know, taxidermy. And it's not as expensive as you'd think. It's cheap, really.
What do you
You know,
stuff
needles,
with?
thread, sawdust. You've never had an empty moment in your entire life, have you? We scratch and claw, but only at the air, only at each other.
I love the conversations in here.
If anyone ever talked to me the way I heard, the way she spoke to you.
I feel I'd like to go up there and curse her and leave her forever. A son is a poor substitute for a lover.
This is very weird. Very weird sentence, you know?
Wouldn't it be better if you put her someplace?
With doctors?
You mean an institution? A madhouse?
No, yeah, apparently this is a very sensitive topic, right?
The laughing and the tears. And the cruel eyes studying you.
Well, apparently he has.
She's as harmless as one of those stuffed birds.
Okay. Yeah, well,
I only felt... It seems she's hurting you.
They cluck their thick tongues and shake their heads and suggest oh so very delicately.
Oh, well, he's changing.
She just goes a little mad sometimes.
I stepped into a private trap back there, and I'd like to go back and try to pull myself out of it.
I still think that taxidermy, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. It's a very, very weird hobby to have. But I know it's been quite popular before, right? It's not as popular nowadays. Oh no, shit! He's a creep! He's a creep! Creep alert! Oh. That's why he put her number 1. Oh, man, you don't do that. He was very charming. Is he going to go and talk to his mother? Like, don't speak to me this way anymore. Oh, she's so happy to be showering. After long days on the road. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's bad. Oh shit. Oh. It was filmed so cool. But she cannot die, right? She's the main character. Yeah, she cannot. Or can she? Don't forget to check out my Patreon for this exclusives. And now back to movie. What the fuck? What's the story? Because this cannot be end, right? There is still 1 more hour to go. Okay, this is the first time I see the main character being killed in a half of a movie. I see why there are so many vacancies in this hotel. Because apparently the tenants don't leave till the sunrise. What the fuck? I thought he killed her. It was mother? Oh, mother is way too protective of her kid. Her kid is always going to be single then. And him being son, he needs to take care of it now, right? So is the story going to be around him now? And his mother? But how they filmed the killing scene? You know how, like, the curtains open and there is a person with a knife and she's been like, oh my gosh! I've seen it in so many movies. What came out after this one? Okay, I see where they got it from. No? Oh, he didn't. But it makes sense, right? It's a newspaper. It's something that it's always on the table. You just don't think of it, right? Oh! Oh, okay. I see. I hear frogs. So he's going to put it in the lake. Oh, this is this type of a lake. Yeah, okay. Because I thought, you know, if you dump a car in a lake, it's going to be easy to find it. But if you dump it here, that's it? It's not going any further? Okay.
But they do not tell you whether or not it's painless. And I say, insect a man.
She left home on Friday. I was in Tucson over the weekend. Look, if you two are in this thing together, I don't care. It's none of my business. But I want to talk to Marion, and I want her to tell me it's none of my business.
What's your interest in this?
Well, $40,000.
She was supposed to bank it on Friday for her boss. And she didn't. And no one has seen her since.
My sisters actually look alike. The actresses.
Come up here on just a hunch and nothing more.
Not even a hunch, just hope. I don't care if you believe me or not.
Yeah, excuse me.
All I want to do is see Marion before she gets in this too deeply.
Well, she's not back there with the nuts and bolts, but she's here in this town somewhere.
For him, nothing happened, right? Chilling, reading magazines, eating whatever this candy corn is.
Last 2 days, I've been to so many motels, my eyes are bleary with neon, but you know, this is the first place that looks like it's hiding from the world.
Hate the smell of dampness, don't you? It's such a, I don't know, creepy smell. Come on.
Creepy smell. Well.
Do you mind looking at the picture before committing yourself?
Commit myself? You sure talk like a policeman. Well, I'll tell you, I don't even much bother with guests registering anymore. You know, one by one, you drop the formalities.
Well, as you say, old habits die hard. It's possible this girl could have registered under another name. Do you mind if I look at your book?
Okay, and he's going to see you register, right?
You want to check the picture again?
Look, I wasn't lying to you, mister.
Oh, I know that. I know you wouldn't lie.
I tell you, it's not really.
Oh my gosh,
picture,
he's nervous so much. It's so easy to spot
Tell me
him
all
now.
about her. How would you know that she didn't make any phone calls?
Oh my gosh. But you know what? Vapila is not going to think that he killed her, right? So.
And she said she had to go to sleep early because she had a long drive.
Cash, check?
Cash.
Cash, huh?
Of course, cash.
And after she left, she didn't come back.
But, you know, he actually acted way too suspicious.
If I wanted to check the cabins, all 12 of them, I'd need a warrant, wouldn't I?
I think I must have one of those faces you just can't help believing.
Is anyone at home?
No. She's an invalid. It's practically like living alone.
Girl, Marion Crane, were here. You wouldn't be hiding her, would you?
No.
Oh, I see. He thinks, okay. Okay, I see.
Well, then your mother met her. Could I talk to your mother?
No, as I told you, she's confined. I think I've talked to you all I want to.
Yes, but
so,
just for...
I think it'd be much better if you left now. Thanks.
But it also he's PR, right? He's not a policeman. So if he wants to talk to someone... But you know what? With PI is not gonna let it go. I don't think so.
Yeah, she spent last Saturday night at the Bates Motel. It's right out here on the old highway. Well, I did question him, believe me, but I think I got all there was to get. I think I'll go back to the motel first. No, you stay there with Loomis. I'll be back in about an hour. All right, see you in about an hour, or less.
Alright, okay, I don't want to see him get killed as well. That's actually quite nice idea, you know, to have a motel you run and then live just beside it so you don't have ever drive to work, right? You just work from home. And it, you know, here it makes sense. If you have sick old mother, you know, you probably don't want... Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Okay, well, the mother is something, isn't it?
Sam, he said an hour or less.
She just killed him. Well, apparently this mother doesn't need protection, but people need protection from her.
Supposed to do, just sit here and wait?
Yeah, stay here.
No, we all go to this motel. Oh my gosh, more people are going to die. Oh, it's like that's why we don't get any visitors in our hotel, because it's just so much work with them. Oh.
Sam, he called when he had nothing but a dissatisfied feeling. Don't you think he'd have called if he had anything at all?
Saying that he traced her to that motel out on the old highway.
That must be the Bates Motel.
His mother. Well, anyway, that was early this evening. We haven't seen or heard from him since.
Left Phoenix on her own steam?
Yes.
She's not missing so much as she's run away.
Well, he said that Marion was there and for one night, and then she left.
With the $40,000?
That's what I want you to do something about.
Like what?
She's very demanding, but I can see her point.
Well, I think there's something wrong too, miss. But not the same thing. I think what's wrong is your private detective. He wasn't out when you were there. He just wasn't answering the door in the dead of night like some people do. Well, this one wouldn't be a customer anyway. A private detective. Name of...
Arbogast.
Arbogast.
He is going to say yes, right? He's not dumb.
What?
No?
And after he left, this detective was there. Norman told him about the girl. The detective thanked him, and he went away.
No, yeah, he didn't say that he came back.
Norman Bates's mother has been dead and buried in Green Lawn Cemetery for the past 10 years.
What the fuck?
It's the only case of murder and suicide on Fairvale ledgers.
You mean that old woman I saw sitting in the window out there wasn't Bates' mother?
Now, wait a minute, Sam. Are you sure you saw an old woman? Who's that woman buried out in Green Lawn Cemetery?
But we heard his mother, right? No one would talk to him like that, right? Unless it was his mother.
You hit me there once, boy, and you won't do it again. Not ever again. Now get out. Put me down. Put me down. I can walk on my...
Who died then 10 years ago?
The sooner you drop this in the lap of the law, that's the sooner you stand a chance of your sister being picked up.
I still won't feel satisfied until I go out there.
We were going to try to make it straight to San Francisco, but we don't like the look of that sky. He wants practically notarized receipts. I better sign in and get a receipt. You check in any other place in this country without bags, and you have to pay in advance.
Oh, she checked if it's locked or not?
Don't
Okay.
bother yourself. We'll find it.
I am worried about them, you know. Anytime where someone is in this hotel, they die.
Something that proves he got that money away
Shit.
from Marion somehow.
What makes you sound so certain?
He wouldn't have gone anywhere or done anything without telling us unless he was stopped. And he was stopped.
She's like, you know, she's better than PI, she's better than sheriff, she has a, like, this gut feeling, right? And she goes for it. I love her.
Well, doesn't that prove that he found out about the money?
We simply ask him where he's hidden it.
No. But that old woman, whoever she is, she told Arbogast something.
You get anything out of the mother? Can you find your way back to town?
Wife's taking a nap, and I never...
He's not letting him leave.
Just thought I'd look you up and talk.
I have no idea what's going on in this house. It's driving me crazy. She's worried, but she still goes, right? She knows there's something wrong with all of this, but she still goes because she needs to find her sister. Interesting. I saw in other movies that, you know, these scarves like that made of animals were quite popular back then.
I think if you saw a chance to get out from under, you'd unload this place.
This place? This place happens to be my only world.
Okay, she needs more time, but looks like it's not easy to have a conversation with him when he doesn't want to.
You look frightened. Have I been saying something frightening?
He's
I don't know what you've
nervous.
been
Look at his
I've
finger.
been talking about your mother.
Oh yeah, we're about to. Oh! Oh! Oh no!
Mrs. Bates.
What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? No, 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 no. What the hell? What the hell? What the fuck? What is going? What, he was dressing up as his mother?
Well, now, look, if you're trying to lay some psychiatric groundwork for some sort of plea, this fellow would like to cop. This.
Have you any unsolved missing persons cases on your books?
Yes, 2. To the time when Norman murdered his mother and her lover.
Shit, he killed them.
His mother was a clinging, demanding woman. And it seemed to Norman that she threw him over for this man. Now, that pushed him over the line, and he killed them both.
This is not how you deal with problems, you know.
So he began to think and speak for her. Give her half his life, so to speak. And because he was so pathologically jealous of her, he assumed that she was as jealous of him.
Oh.
To any other woman.
Oh, shit.
The mother's side of him would go wild. Covered up all traces of the crime he was convinced his mother had committed. He'd walk about the house, sit in her chair, speak in her voice.
Sleeps in her bed, yeah.
These were crimes of passion, not profit.
Sad when a mother has to speak the words that condemn her own son. And in the end, he intended to tell them I killed those girls. They're probably watching me. Well, let them.
Okay, it creeps me out, you know?
Why, she wouldn't even harm a fly.
Okay, this is... Did we put a... like a skull? What was it? I'm gonna start with instrumental because we put such an amazing music in there that anytime that it was so strong, like the music was very, very strong, and it makes you feel uncomfortable because this is the music that we started to use later on in horror movies, right? So whenever you see this, whenever you hear the sounds, it's like well, your blood chills, you know. The other thing, the actors did such an amazing job. They were so good at what they do, and especially the main psycho, the main guy, Norman, right? He was always shy and flirty with Marion in the beginning, and he was like a little bit awkward, and the way how he behaved, you know, I would never, right till the end, I would have never guessed that his mother is dead, and he has 2 personalities in his mind, you know. The way how he was behaving, the way how his mother was screaming at him, you know, from the window, what we heard, it was so believable that you would never suspect that. Anyway, the movie is so gorgeous, and I love the sister dynamic so much because I also have a sister. And you know, when she went into the house, and then when she did not even walk out when she could have, but she went into the cellar because she needed to know the truth, she needed to know the answers, she would go without a hesitation. And that's what good sisters do, you know? So, I really love this family dynamic in there. I hope you enjoyed the movie as much as I did, and I thank you guys so much for choosing this one for me because it was gorgeous. I loved it, and this is the movie, you know, I was thinking, okay, I'm going to rewatch it few more times, and I'm going to have popcorn, you know. Oh, it's perfect. It's perfect. Alright, well, if you want to see my full-length reaction video, follow my Patreon, the link is in the video and it's also in the description. Also, please don't forget to subscribe, press like, and let me know what you think about my reaction and what do you think about the movie. I also want to say thank you to my patrons, and I want to have a special shout out to the following patrons: Martin Bench, Joe Svensson, Never Sure, Spiffman, Spoon 2001, Kevin Walker, Daniel Horvath. Thank you guys very much. See you soon. Bye bye.